See you, and good to be back home here in Seattle as the Mariners come back after a 5-4 road trip. And a big story tonight, Eric Wedge's return. He spoke with the media at 4:10. I saw him come out, talk to you at the cage at 4:36. Who was counting, but it's great to see him.
It was great to see, and he obviously was excited to be back. And matter of fact, his words to me, it'll be nice to finally watch a ball game from the dugout. So that was good to see. But I think overall the guys have to be excited. It's a little bit unsettling with the way things went down with Eric. Over a month ago, right around a month ago, let's also give Robbie Thompson some credit. He did a great job of getting things going. When you consider this club had won 6 in a row the day that Eric had his issue, and then they struggled, and Robbie was able to step in, get things turned around, and have a road trip the way that they did. Pretty good stuff all the way, but everybody excited to have Eric back.
5-4 in a road trip could have been very well 7-2.
It could have been, and I think when you consider that they had to go into Tampa, into the Rangers, and then the Athletics, that is a pretty good road trip to go 5-4. They actually could have won 2 out of 3 in Tampa also when they were able to beat up on David Price. They probably should have won that game. They didn't. But then they went 2 out of 3 against Texas and the same against Oakland. So overall, I think you have to be pleased with the results.
Take a look at our Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you, and this is an impressive number. Best record versus their own division since June 22. It's your Seattle Mariners.
It's an encouraging sign. That's what you want to do. You have to take care of your own division. The guys are really playing well against their division lately. So hopefully as they continue to finish out this final month coming up here, September, just a week away, that is something that the guys can look forward to as they move the rest of the way and into next year.
One thing that's encouraging tonight, you get Felix Hernandez. He's coming off a bad performance. Last time he had a bad performance against the Angels, he came back and really stuck it to him. He's coming off a bad one against Texas. Now he goes against the Angels, a team he's 2-0 with a no decision here at home.
And his last outing against the Angels was here at home. He went 8 innings in that outing, did not give up an earned run. So for Felix, you would expect for him to pitch well. The Angels are beat up. A lot of guys are not available to him tonight. So things with Felix, obviously the first, second inning. If he can get through that without getting hit, he should be pretty good tonight.
Garrett Richards, a young man that's comfortable now in his own shoes, said Mike Scioscia, comfortable in the rotation. Good fastball we've seen from him. We saw him a couple times and the Mariners got on the breaking ball and hurt him.
Well, probably as far as their starters go, this has the best arm out there. He'll be 95, 96 with his four-seamer. A really good hard 12-6 curveball. But if he needs to, he can also sink it and get some ground ball out. So the Mariners are going to have to turn it up a notch when they step in there to start this one tonight.
Good to be back. Kings Court's in session. A lot of gold in the building on a beautiful summer evening here in Seattle. Thrilled to be back. Angels, Mariners, first pitch straight ahead.
local. By Safeco Insurance, do more. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting Funny Man and Two-Time King Tim Allen, October 19th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. I echo what Dave and Mike said. It is very nice to be back here at Safeco Field in Seattle. Here in the pen, it's Brad Adam with you, getting you set for first pitch. I want to give you a couple of updates on a couple of guys, 22-year-olds that were picked. A couple of picks apart there in the 09 draft selection. Start with Nick Franklin Tuesday night. Here's what happened in Oaktown. Again, he slides home, catches a spike from Darren Norris, breaks Norris's toe. Franklin's got a laceration on that left knee, 5 stitches. Real sore today, still sore, not able to go. Maybe pinch hit. They're going to reevaluate again tomorrow, but don't look for him to play till, I don't know, maybe Sunday or so. We'll see. But look for this guy, Mike Trout, to play tonight. He missed his last 3 games with a right hamstring injury, but he is A-OK to at least DH tonight. So not in the field, just DH. Angels want his bat in the lineup because he is hitting .441 lifetime against Felix Hernandez. But the King on the mound, he has dominated the Angels so far this year. 2-0 with 3 starts, coming off a short turn in Texas. Going to be well rested. First pitch coming up, Angels and Mariners on Root Sports.
There is absolutely nothing like the sights of being home. The big wheel keeps on turning right on the water. And just south of there, here at Safeco Field, we're ready for the Mariners and the Angels, opening up a 3-game series, part of a 6-game homestand for the Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew, thrilled to have that man, the skipper, Eric Wedge, back. So all should be well here with the Mariners. He's very excited about being back in uniform tonight. Let's take a look at the lineup from the Angels that will face the King, Felix Hernandez.
Quickly for manager Mike Scioscia, we'll go with Shuck, Ibar, Trout, the DH, having a hamstring issue. Don't look for him to run much, but he will hit third. Then it's Hamilton. You can see what he's done against Felix. Not much, a 143 average. Trumbo, the power in the lineup, want to stay away from him. Nelson, Ionetta, Green, and Borges rounding out the 9 for the Angels.
And here we go. JB Shuck. First pitch from Felix Hernandez. In there for a called strike 1. Felix will have Chris Guccione behind home plate. Ron Culpa at first. Tom Hallion at second. And Phil Cuzzi at third. Next pitch off the plate, 1-1. And Mike, it's good to know as you look at the numbers, Felix has only had 2 times this year where he's lost back-to-back games. It's coming off what can easily be described as a stinker at Texas. So if you're the Angels, this is not a good feeling facing this guy's 2-0 with a no decision in this building, an 0.56 ERA.
Yeah, and they obviously know that as well. So Felix, one will be amped up. 2, you have the court out here today. He likes pitching in front of them. But more importantly, his last outing against the Angels, he pitched well. 8 innings, did not give up an earned run in that one. So he's looking to get things back on track.
Ground ball, nice hop for Miller. Throws him out.
Take a look at Felix and what he's done this year. 26 starts for him, a 2.62 ERA. 182 strikeouts, well on his way to going over 200 again, over 200 innings this year. He's been a workhorse for the Mariners. T-Mobile defense tonight. Ibanez in left. Saunders is the center fielder. Indy Chavez getting a start in right. And on the infield, Kyle Seager at third. Miller, Dustin Ackley at second. Still Nick Franklin day-to-day with the stitches that he got on the road trip. Smoke your first baseman. And Henry Blanco will do the catching.
There's Eric Aybar. So fouled right back up near radio. Right into the radio booth. Did Rick Riz make a play? Or Aaron Goldsmith?
It looked like it was more on Aaron. Oh, Ricky has it.
Rico got a ball. You know, he's good for the week now. And they go, Rick.
Nobody lost a computer or a TV in that. That's good.
That's right. It gets Milwaukee in spring training. Kevin Kremen had his computer just blown up on a foul ball that came back up in there. The other encouraging note that jumped out at me as you look at the Felix numbers, remember that the less than, a truly subpar performance he had June 20th at the Angels. He blew the big lead. The next time he faces the Angels was July 13th, and he stuck it to him big time in an 8 innings.
Yeah, I agree. And if you look at their lineup right now, obviously Pujols out for the year. Trout on the mend from a hamstring issue. He's the DH tonight.
Howie Kendrick out.
Howie Kendrick.
This is not the same Angels team.
No, it's not. And they have been struggling. They've lost 4 in a row coming into this series, so the Mariners like to jump on them early tonight.
Breaking ball. Strike 3 called, 2 down.
And we'll take a look at the breaking ball. You can see Blanco, he wants it down. But Felix decided to throw it right in the middle of the plate. Good bite to it. Aybar wasn't able to get a swing off, and he'll walk back without an argument.
You've been there. You get a team down, you want to keep them down. Mariners are 7-6 this year against the Angels. Last year they won 8 games.
Well, look, it's been a disappointing year for the Angels. Trying time for Mike Scioscia, the manager. And again, they've really struggled coming in, and some of their firepower not in their lineup. And now they have to come in here and face Felix. The best thing that you can do is get him some early run support.
There's Mike Trout, first game after sitting out the last 3. Hamstring issues. Talking to Trout today, said it hurts when he walks. It's okay when he runs. There's a bouncing ball down to Miller. He got down there pretty good, but not the blazing speed we always see. A good start, a 10-pitch first inning. Eric Wedge has got to be delighted to see the King and his assistant, right-hand assistant Robbie Thompson, who did such a good job. Mariners coming to bat upon our return. Chef Dave on a big night as usual, and the King's Court's in session. Who's the lucky man? Who's going to get the drumstick? This youngster. What? Take a look at the Manor lineup that'll face Garrett Richards.
Tonight's starting line is brought to you by Chevron. For Eric Wedge, Brett Miller will lead off, and then it's Michael Saunders. He's been on a good run for the Mariners. Seager, Morales, Ibanez. Ibanez against this Angel team has really hurt them. .394 average with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. In the smoke, Chavez, Ackley, and Blanco rounding out the 9 for the Mariners. And for Garrett Richards, hard-throwing right-hander. You can see his starts this year, 9 starts on the year, 4.24 ERA, has 71 strikeouts. His fastball, it'll be the mid to upper 90s at times. He can also sink it in a 12-6 curveball. So he has good stuff. At times he can be a little bit wild. Mariners have seen him pitch out of the bullpen.
Back up the middle. Good start for Brett Miller, extending his hitting streak to 4 games. He's 5 for his last 15.
And Brad always aggressive. He misses with the first fastball. Next one right in the middle of the plate, and he hits it up the middle. You can see the good run on it at 95 miles an hour. And Brad, take a look at his swing, head right on there. And yes, he gets the barrel to it. It's a good swing for Brad Miller.
Miller 3 out of 4 in base stealing. Being held on by Trumbo. 4-game hitting streak. Brings up Michael Saunders, looking to extend his hitting streak to 5 games. He's 7 for his last 13.
Yeah, he's been hot. .538 average over the 4 games. Scored 3 runs, couple of doubles. Also good to have him in there. He stole a base, something we haven't seen a lot of from this Mariner team.
Tell you what, that was his first in a long time. About, what'd you figure, about a month?
I think it was actually a month, yeah. So it's good to get him swinging the bat, getting on base and giving himself some opportunities, trying to finish up strong.
Garrett Richards, 25 years old, out of Riverside, California, lives in Edmond, Oklahoma now. Fouled off his foot. Great talking to Eric Wedge today. Met with the media in his office at 4:10, and boy, he spoke for about 20 minutes, and it was great. He said he had this as a goal to get back here today. He's feeling better now than he has in the last 10, 15 years. Miss the players, the coaches, the people in the organization.
I know when I had a chance to talk to him that I was wondering coming into the ballpark today, how is he going to look? How is he going to sound? How is he going to feel, quite frankly? And I was pleasantly surprised across the board. He looks great and definitely excited to be here. Saunders lets this fly ball out to left. Hamilton under it. Take a look at the T-Mobile defense for the Angels tonight. Hamilton in left field. Borges covered a lot of ground in center. Chuck, the right fielder for the Angels. On the infield, Chris Nelson at third. Ibar and Green playing up the middle. Mark Trumbo, power hitting first baseman for the Angels. Get the start over there tonight. Chris Iannetta, veteran catcher, will be behind the plate.
I had a kick out of talking to Eric when I walked in. I said, how many Westerns did you catch up on? He says, you know, last night after working out, I watched High Noon again. Not forsake me, oh my darling. Get a little Gary Cooper in there. But he was one thing he was really proud of is we look at Seager standing in. Big breaking ball misses. Says, come here, I want to show you something. Walks me over to his underneath his bookcase. Huge gift basket from Milton Bradley. Had no share of run-ins over the years, but Milton Bradley says, Wedgie, wishing you all good health. Nice touch.
Yeah.
Wedge showing a sign of his sense of humor. Says, I'm pretty sure I had to be the youngest guy in that stroke ward at 45 years old.
Well, I think what that does really, I mean, Eric has managed now for 10 years. And I think that should give you a good idea because he is a young man. Broke in as a 35-year-old manager, 45 now. The amount of stress that these guys are under all the time. I was interested talking to him about that today by the cages when we were watching BP and him having to handle all that now that he's back. And it'd be interesting to see how he does. I think he has to feel really good about delegating some of the things that normally he would want to take care of because, you know, his fingerprints are on this organization. and running the show every day, but the fact that Robbie did such a good job and the coaching staff filling in while he was out, he has to have a lot of confidence in those guys. Not that he didn't before, but now that they've had to do it, he'll feel a little better about delegating some more, I think, some of the authority to those guys to handle some things so he can take care of himself.
One of the things that's going to help him continue to recover and get back to full speed. 2-0 here. Drive to center field. Bourjos going back on the track at the wall. Makes the catch. Getting back is Miller. Seager just missing a home run. Boy, he gave that a good ride.
Yeah, I thought he had enough of it. And it's still early enough in the evening to where the ball carry a little bit better here early because the sunshine's still out. But a good catch by Bourjos as he catches it right up against the fence. Another couple of feet, Kyle would have had his home run. Sure, he's looking for that one too. For Kyle, that would have been his 20th home run of the year, so he wants to get to that number. As you take a look at our McDonald's Supermo and the concentration of Bourjos.
One of the fastest guys around. Peter Bourjos brings up former Angel Kendrys Morales. 0 for his last 7. Looking for a breakout. Eric Wedge talked about, hey, I was also, in addition to all the other problems, I had diagnosed with sleep apnea. So that's a big part of what he called the perfect storm, his illness. Said he was down about 80% of the oxygen, blood in his oxygen that, you know, goes to your heart and the brain. And so the normal's up in the mid-90s. There's a ball up the middle, fielded by Ibar, and he throws out Morales, and that'll do it. But Eric said anybody that does suffer from sleep apnea, make sure you get it taken care of. 9 pitches for Richards to get out of the first. We continue on here at Safeco Field. Out in left field. Hey, next Wednesday, ditch the work clothes, put on a bright yellow t-shirt, join the King's Court. Join these folks. Felix Hernandez will be on the mound again against the Rangers. 12:40 start time. For $30, you're going to get a King's Court t-shirt, a K card, a seat. Sit in Felix's sun-soaked court. So get out of work, get into the King's Court. Go to Mariners.com/Felix. Josh Hamilton leads off. Hamilton, Trumbo, and Nelson. Since we last saw these Angels, Albert Pujols, he shut it down. He had the knee and the plantar fasciitis. Dino Ebel, their third base coach, said that Albert, every step he took felt like he was walking on knives. And then Howie Kendrick is out. There's Dino. Howie Kendrick's out with a hammy. He had a collision almost like what Chavez and Betancourt had a couple of years ago. Now he's about 5 days away. Hamilton into right field for a base hit on an 0-2 pitch.
And then Trout had missed 3 days, and he's back in the lineup as the DH because of a hammy. So you're right, they're not the same club. Not sure how Hamilton was able to hit that pitch. That pitch was down off his shoe tops, but he ends up with a base hit.
There's Mike Scioscia, dean of the managers in the major leagues. Here's Mark Trumbo. Boy, now you talk about, here's a guy He is their big-time power threat right now with 29 homers and 83 runs batted in, and he's gotten hot again. 3 career homers, 9 ribbies against Felix. Popped it up. Playable. Smoke calling off Blanco. Huge out. 1 down. Bring up Chris Nelson. We saw him earlier this year when he was with the Yankees.
Of course, Kai Espo, their everyday third baseman, was traded away to Oakland. We just saw him over the past few days down in Oakland. Yeah.
What do you have, 2 3-hit games?
Yeah, he swung the bat well against the Mariners.
What do you think of Ackley getting back at second base with Franklin out?
You know what? I think that's good for Dustin. He's been swinging the bat extremely well, and having some versatility helps out your manager. That's for sure. Nick Franklin getting stitches in his knee on a play at the plate, so he's going to be out day to day. And the outfield was getting a little bit crowded, trying to find playing time for everybody. So you can move Dustin in now to play second because he's done it before, and get one of the other guys in the outfield to help you out.
As we found out last week, Robbie, and I know this from previous conversations with Wedge, they absolutely love Andy Chavez, what he brings to the ball club.
Yes.
They got to get him in.
They want to get him in the lineup. Typically when he's in there, he does something to help you win a game.
.34th start for Felix against the Angels. Got a record of 8-12 of a 3.97 ERA. Here at home this year, 2-0, 0.56. You remember that game, June 20th. Got the big lead, and then he couldn't get anybody out. Gave up, what, 7 straight hits, and all of them were tattooed.
Yeah, he was cruising in that one, and all of a sudden he was in the middle of the plate. The game started to get tighter, and he couldn't find it again. That's probably about as upset as I've seen him after a pitching performance, good or bad. I've never seen him that upset about it. The fact that he had that big a lead and gave it back to him.
Rick Griffin said Felix grabbed Rick by the shoulders. That will never, ever happen again.
You can see his career against the 8-12 record. ERA is under 4, but overall a little bit of a struggle for Felix.
That was Felix's Taylor Swift impersonation. That will never, ever, ever, ever happen again. Two and two.
Felix thought he had a strikeout right there. Pitch was definitely on the plate, might have been down. EQC tracer, borderline down. Again, the home plate umpire Chris Guccione will have to stay with Felix. Tremendous movement on all of his pitches, so you can't give up on him too early. Sometimes pitches, they look like they're going to be a ball, but by the time they get in the hitting area, they are strikes.
Well tagged, left field, and gone. Off the scoreboard. 2-run homer. Chris Nelson, his 3rd home run. RBI 16 and 17. Angels lead 2-0. They got that on a 2-2 pitch, scoring Hamilton in front of him.
Off-speed pitch. That looks like his changeup. It's his changeup, middle of the plate, right at the knees. He golfed it out of here. 90-mile-an-hour changeup, didn't quite bury it. Typically Felix with that pitch will try to bounce it up there and get a swing and a miss, but that one was a hanger.
There's a catcher, Chris Iannetta. Felix giving up his 13th home run this season. At 2. Off the plate to Iannetta. 2 balls, 2 strikes. the dirt. Counts run full. On deck, Grant Green, the former Oakland Athletic. Angels come in having lost 4 consecutive ball games. They lost to Houston, losing 2 out of 3 to the Astros. Then they lost 3 in a row to Cleveland. Strike 3 called. 2 down. And Felix's second strikeout, both local.
Well, Felix going right at him. Just good at fastball. Middle away, right at the knees.
There's Grant Green. Strike 1 to him. The Angels coming off a 1-5 homestand. Prior to that, they'd been on the road and went 3-5, Cleveland and New York.
Grant Green hitting .230. Just a couple of RBIs for him. Has not hit a home run this year. Only 61 at bats.
Ball and 2 strikes. Green coming over from the Angels from Oakland for Alberto Callaspo. As you look at Felix's numbers.
The next pitch will be 30 for him. Throw a lot of strikes, 20 strikes.
1-2. And that skips into the crowd. Boy, that's a tough break. Strikeout, wild pitch.
It's a hard breaking ball in the dirt. Swing and a miss. It's rare that you see a pitch like that ricochet off the catcher and go all the way into the seats, but that's what happened. So strikeout, wild pitch.
That's the second strikeout wild pitch we've seen this season. Speedy Peter Bourjos. Good move. Bourjos has had his share of injuries. This just his 47th game, and ooh, he just got that hand in there.
I think he had the call right.
Ball 1 to Peter. Just a lot of games with a hamstring strain on his left side. Mariners come into tonight's game. A 4-game advantage on the 4th place Angels. Eric Wedge really excited about coming back, and the one thing I heard him say 3 times, hey, you never know, these last 35 games, crazier things have happened coming down the stretch like this. So really excited to be back with the fellas. Two-0 to Bourjos. Back to the strike. Peter 4 for 20 against Felix. American League West standings. Rangers 2.5 on the Athletics. Mariners, Angels, and Astros. Houston a 12-2 lead over Toronto in the 8th. Texas 10-4 at the White Sox in the 8th. Oakland losing at Baltimore 9-7, bottom 8. 2-2.
Felix looks like he has a good fastball. We've talked about it with Felix, and typically if he's going to have some issues, it's going to be in the 1st or 2nd inning, and we saw that in this inning already with the 2-run home run. Now he's having to get an extra out after the strikeout and wild pitch. But it looks like he has a good fastball. Pitches are down in the zone. Good movement on him tonight, so he just needs to get out of this inning, settle down, and hopefully get some run support tonight.
2-2. Fouled off.
There you go, 25 pitches in the inning after 11 in the first.
Two and two to Borges. One bounced up to Blanco, smothered it. JB Shuck was on deck, the leadoff man. Two-run homer by Chris Nelson as the Angels in front. Felix trying to end it right here. 3-2. Runner goes. That one hit high to left field and deep. Raul on the track, feeling for the wall. He's there, makes the catch. Now that one stayed in the yard. Felix and the Mariners trail 2-0. Ellie Rice, 11 years old today, with her good friend Carolyn Skiba. Having fun here at the ballpark. Good to be back at Safeco Field here in Seattle, where the Mariners trail 2-0 on a home run by Chris Nelson. Mariners here in the home second will have Raul Ibanez, Justin Smoke, and Endy Chavez. Raul 2 for 5 with a home run against Garrett Richards. Mariners got a leadoff hit by Brad Miller in the first, but he was left stranded. 2-0.
Normally we see a little bigger shift on with Raul hitting. That's not the case. Ibar is playing towards the middle, but he's not swung around to the other side of second base. It's a little bigger hole. And we've talked about it before. They have their scouting reports. They decide what they're going to do on the defensive side. It's up to the pitcher to pitch to the defense, and so far all the pitches away from Raul, so they're trying to stay away from his power.
3-0. Back with a strike. On deck is Justin Smoke. Full count. Is it getting more so every year that guys are pitching backwards?
I would say for the most part, yes.
3-2. Outside, ball 4.
And again, it's because they feel that they have to with the power numbers that have been going on in the game for, I don't know, the last 10, 15 years.
Second inning, the Mariners have had the leadoff man aboard. There's Justin Smoak looking to break an 0 for 8.
And speaking of pitching backwards, the next couple of days you're going to see two guys that are really good at that, and Jason Vargas and Jared Weaver. They will not give in to you.
That being the case, you go up there, you're sitting on a lot of breaking balls, right?
Well, sometimes you have to, or sometimes maybe your approach is to hit the ball up the middle the other way so that you stay on those pitches a little bit longer.
Jason on the right with C.J. Wilson.
And I think with Richards a little bit different. He has a really good curveball, but for the most part you're going to get some fastballs to hit. If you're left-handed, he's going to try to run them off the outside corner, and he has good movement to it. And I think sometimes he'll also take a little bit of velocity off, get more sink to it, and throw a heavy sinker. As you look at Jared Weaver waiting on the bench, he will pitch on Sunday. He and Aaron Harang will hook up on Sunday.
Weaver 7-7 with a 3.62. Harang coming off a good performance last time out. Could not get a win. As we take a look at our CenturyLink link to what's next. Jason Vargas, the former Mariner, against Erasmo Ramirez, who has been impressive, and that ERA for Erasmo continues to shrink.
I know you and I were both looking forward to having a day off at home. And in the cages, I asked Justin, I said, "You enjoy the day off at home?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah." I said, "What'd you do?" "Nothing." He said, "Man, it's been a long road trip. I just wanted to just relax," which I think probably is what most of the guys ended up doing.
In the immortal words of the late, great Dave Niehaus, did nothing and was real good at it. Speaking of Hall of Famers, congratulations to Vince Scully. Announced he's coming back for year number 65 with the Dodgers next year. Smoak is gone. First strikeout for Richards.
Well, he doesn't throw many of them, but that was one of the good curveballs. And take a look at this pitch. Pitch looks like it's in the strike zone, and then the bottom falls out. A good 12-6 curveball from him.
We just left Oakland, and they were down at catcher. You see, they signed, they obtained Kurt Suzuki back from Washington.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, it was a good move. They needed a good guy, good catcher. There's Andy Chavez. Back one, Andy.
Yeah, that last day, Josh Donaldson, their all-star third baseman, was their backup catcher, and Bob Melvin really didn't want any part of that, so you knew they were going to make a move during the off day.
One out, one on. And Andy looks at strike 2. 3 for 7 is Indy against Garrett Richards.
Oof.
Vicious pitch, and Indy did not look good there. 2 outs.
Yeah, this is a breaking ball. He's not sure if it's going to be in the strike zone, so he just tried to foul it off. You can see his timing was off. He was completely fooled on the pitch. Any idea how good the curveball is from Richards?
This is Richards' 11th appearance against the Mariners. His 3rd start, a 1-2 record, 4.56 ERA. He's 0-1 here at Safeco with a 5.25. Dustin Ackley. Bouncing ball goes to Grant Green. Throws out the Mariners second baseman, and that will do it. Second inning, the Mariners get the leadoff man aboard. Can't move them up. 2-0 Angels. Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Good looking sky looking beyond us as we come to you from the A, just above the A at Safeco Field. We look beyond the ballpark. Beautiful sky. Breaking ball from Felix Hernandez to J.B. Shuck. Top the order here for the Angels. Shuck, Ibar, and Trout here in the third. Chris Nelson, 2-run home run. Difference in this ball game. Shuck grounded out the shortstop.
Hopefully Felix will have a quick, efficient inning. Had to throw 28 pitches in the second, along with giving up that 2-run homer.
Miller, quick release, speedy shot. Miller wins that battle. Well done. Second time JB was grounded out to Brad. Let's check out our AT&T trivia question. How many times was Gaylord Perry ejected from a game for doctoring of baseball? 0, 1, 2, or 3? Just had an anniversary. I think of the only one. I'm going to go with B.
1.
Yeah.
Well, it just seems like it has to be more than that.
Because didn't you personally see him load up a few times, right?
I'm just saying, so they had to call it. I'll go with 2. I know the one you're talking about, but I would have to think there had to be one more. I'm going to go with 2.
That was a huge psychological advantage, right? I mean, he went through even in old timers games, he did the same thing, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it took him about 5 minutes to throw a pitch because he had to
ground ball goes
touch
foul.
his belt, grab his shirt, do the visor behind the neck, all of that stuff.
Oh man, yeah, he was the inspiration for one of the characters in the movie Major League. Just a little bit outside. Rick Ibar took it, called third strike. That's one down to Ackley. Ackley in his 43rd start at second base. First time in a while. 2 down. You're always psyched to come to the ballpark, but when you have your horse on the mound, don't you feel a little better? Feel a little better edge?
Everybody does, yeah. Anytime you feel that you have a real advantage in a game, it doesn't mean that you're going to win them all, obviously. But when you feel that you have a real advantage, and you're coming to the ballpark, yeah, it's a big lift.
Make sure you don't get pulled over by the cops speeding. Get here, he's so excited. There's Trout. Rounded out the shirts we mentioned earlier. He's in the top 10 offensively in 19 categories. Missed the last 3 games because of a hamstring problem, legging out. Going first to third, it felt a little something.
And he looked in his first at bat when he grounded out to short. He looked like he had a little bit of a limp in there. It wasn't going like we're used to seeing him anyway.
They're still faster than most major leaguers, right?
I would have taken that time. I can tell you that.
Right, hit a heartbeat, right?
I remember saying that about Bo Jackson too when he came back from that hip.
Right.
How's he going to play? And he looked like he was limping, but he would still get down there. It's amazing.
Fights it off 2-2. Did you get out early when Bo was playing to watch BP?
Yeah. Yes. He could do a little bit of everything. I remember him taking batting practice in the Kingdom and just hitting the baseball out of sight.
Well,
and of course you can go to Kansas City and they'll tell you where he's hit all these different baseballs. It's just tremendous power.
Was it one of you guys or somebody in Kansas City said, yeah, one day for the heck of it, he batted left-handed BP and hit about 6 balls out.
In the Kingdom, yeah, he went into the second deck up there.
The second deck?
Yeah, oh yeah. He was something.
3-2 to Trout. That's crazy. Josh Hamilton on deck. Payoff to Trout. Check swing. Mike started tonight an 8-game hitting streak, and against Felix, a .441 average with a homer and 9 runs batted in. As you mentioned, not the same Angels team. Torrey Hunter's in Detroit. Pujols is shut down. Kendrick is hurt.
Crespo is gone.
Right. Pitching, and the pitching's not very good. Blanco holds on. Trout strikes out. Felix's 4th K. Goes 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd. See about some offense here from Blanco, Miller, and Saunders when we get back.
Ready for the bottom of the 3rd here at Safeco Field. Tom Glasgow with you from the Forge Sports Desk. Let's talk golf. The Boeing Classic is underway at TPC Snoqualmie Ridge. Look who's back home. Boom, boom. Freddie Couples. Freddie on the 14th. 10 feet away. Birdie putt. It's good. Fred with 3 birdies on the back 9 finishes his day at 3 under. 3 shots back of the leader, Bart Bryant, as we headed back upstairs to Dave and Mike.
Always good to see Freddie back here in Seattle. One of the great sports fans in the game of golf. I was doing sports talk radio. He used to come on our station a lot, and he follows everything. He and Mickelson don't miss much. Here's Henry Blanco. Would you say he and Quintero have more than held their own since Zunino's been gone?
Oh, I think so. Yes. I mean, if you think about it, Henry was here to just back up Zunino and help him progress as a professional here at the major league level. And all of a sudden he's in there every day, and then Quintero. But they've come up with some big home runs to help him out. And they've done a solid job behind the plate. So I would say yes. But by the way, saw Mike Zunino today. He looks good. Caught a bullpen, so that's encouraging.
The rosters will be expanding before long. Today's the 23rd, so about a week from now. A week from tomorrow. Brad Miller starting the 2nd time around. Got a base hit. Mariners first to lead things off, extend his hitting streak to 4 games. Two. Brad's got the only hit for the Mariners thus far.
Well, a solid single back up the middle, leading off the game. Mariners really haven't hit anything hard off of Richard since then.
One thing you got to love about this time of year now. Hey, everybody, it's time to scoreboard watch. especially now with the 2 wild cards.
And I can promise you this, and you'll hear it all the time from the different players and teams that are in it. No, just taking care of our own business. They're watching, and they're watching during the games. I used to love it. Sit there and watch teams you're trying to chase or stay ahead of and what the scores are.
Oh, what a pick. Chris Nelson.
Strong arm, too.
Nicely done. You got to like that third base union, right?
Yeah, not easy, especially with a left-hander. Typically that ball will be slicing down at you, and fine backhanded play by Nelson. We'll take another look at it. Brad so far has hit the ball hard twice. That's on the curve ball. Robs him of a base hit, maybe a double if it gets by him. Rapp catches it right in the heel of the glove. You can see it right there in the palm of it. Didn't quite get it in the webbing, but able to hold on to it. Then showed a strong arm.
It's all about reaction, no time to think, right?
That's it.
Saunders flied out to left his first time. Yeah, no, you're right about that. Oh, no, I'm not watching. No, I'm not watching the scoreboard. No.
Yeah, they are. Why wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Tack that one on until we play one game at a time. Yeah, sure. Everybody's always projecting. How about the series, the interleague series going on tonight? You got Boston and the Dodgers. Dodgers 45-10. Boston playing good ball too. They're in LA. 4th inning, no score. Trumbo will feed to Richards for the out. Well, Richards 3 up 3 down. He's retired the last 6 men he's faced in a 2-0 lead. Sports being brought to you by Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. By Mazda, we believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. View from Kerry Park, and that is one of the great urban vistas in this country. Get up high near Kerry Park and look down on the city, and if you get a clear day with Mount Rainier in the background, it's unbelievable. Squibbed off the end of the bat by Josh Hamilton, strike 1.
And fortunately, it was foul. If that would have stayed fair, it would have been a double for him. Everybody playing well off the line. A left-handed power hitter. Down year for Hamilton, 229 overall, 19 home runs and 60 RBIs.
He gets through Blanco 1-1. Backs him up. That's off the plate, 2-1. Breaking ball hit foul, 2-2. Danny Lubash, stay loose, pal. Stay loose. Hamilton of 2010, American League MVP. The Rangers 2-2. Blake Stoney had one, full count.
Well, he's not getting that strike that's borderline down. Trumbo waiting on deck.
3-2 to Hamilton. The bat goes by Felix. Line drive misplayed by Raul. That had to have been a tough one as Hamilton will get into second base.
We'll see how they scored. It looked like Raul had a beat on it. The ball was slicing and dying away from him.
A two-base hit. 2-for-2 night for Hamilton.
Felix shatters the bat of Hamilton. So this is a dying Quail running away from Felix. Yeah, get out of the way of that. The barrel goes out there at Felix.
That's discomforting. 2-for-2 night for Hamilton. Leadoff man's aboard. Here's Trumbo. Fouled out to Smoke. First time up.
That was similar to the play that Cespedes dropped out in right field. Blanco hit a hooking line drive out there when we were in Oakland. Turned out to be a huge play in the game.
Still marvel at the throw Cespedes made. Luckily, Ackley was called safe. That was a sick throw.
The sick throw, and a couple of times him going home to second. How quickly he was around first.
Jeez.
Yeah, talking about 5 tools, he has them all.
It's crazy.
A little bit low on the average this year, but give him some time. Looked like Felix was able to get away with one. Then that pitch in the middle of the plate, pretty good swing by Trumbo. He fouls it off.
Our nightly check of what did Cabrera do.
Yes.
Tigers 6-1 win at the Mets. 2 for 3, 3 RBIs.
No home runs. He's 6 behind Chris Davis. Well, I'm thinking Davis probably hit one. The Orioles scored 9 runs tonight. Davis with 46 home runs. Cabrera with 40.
How about that year? And how about Matsuzaka? Daisuke Matsuzaka, signed by the Mets, started tonight.
Saw that.
There's Chris Davis with 46. Miggy at 41. Encarnacion. Trumbo. Was good sluggers there. Cabrera, beg your pardon. Yeah, he hit number 41 in the second inning off of Matsuzaka with 2 on, 2 out. There's an 0-2 here to Trumbo.
Davis may hit a couple today, scoring 9 runs, the Orioles.
Take a look at that. Those boys can swing it.
Well, the Angels have fouled off some good pitches from Felix tonight. A number of pitches that have been down, they've been able to get a piece of, and getting Felix's pitch count up. He's at 62 pitches now, working here in the 4th inning with nobody out. So
Adam Jones hit his 27th, but no Chris Davis. Davis went 0 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 1 RBI.
So Cabrera trying to win his 2nd Triple Crown in a row, by the way. 5 home runs behind Davis.
Be so incredible. 0-2 here. Trumbo strikes out. Good pitch by Felix Hernandez. That's his 5th strikeout.
A big pitch because he wasn't able to advance the runner with nobody out, and Hamilton at second. He fouled off a number of pitches, and Felix finally gets him on a good fastball. 93 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone. Trumbo chased it. He knew it.
Brings up Chris Nelson. 2-2 pitch. He had a home run off the scoreboard. Left field. 2-run shot. Pops that one foul. Nelson started the year with Colorado, went to the Yankees, now with his third team this season. 1-2. Felix sitting on 5 strikeouts. He's got 1 out, runner at second. Just off the plate.
We're talking about at the beginning of the game, a lot of the regulars out of the lineup for the Angels, but the group that Mike Scioscia, the manager of the Angels, has in there, they're making Felix work. And fouling off a lot of pitches, taking some close pitches.
2-2 to Nelson. Time called. Nelson out of Escondido, California, at the high school in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And he went to Pasadena City College. Who else went there? Jack Roosevelt Robinson before he went to UCLA.
You were talking about Vin Scully.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Kremlin was telling me today, he goes, if you think about it, when Vin started his career, Pee Wee Reese and Jackie Robinson were the double play combination for the Dodgers.
It's amazing.
How about that?
2-2. Ground ball to Ackley. And throw out Nelson. Advancing to third is Hamilton with 2 outs. Here in the Angels' 4th. Make sure you join us on social media for your chance to vote all the greatest Mariners of all time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at @RootsSports_NW and look for #MarinersGreat. Each day we're going to post 3 options for each position. Voting will close daily after the Mariners post-game show. Today's position is catcher. Cast your vote for the greatest Mariners of all time. Then watch a special Mariners All Access Sunday, September 8th, and see the results. There's Chris Iannetta warming up that seat for Mike Blowers.
I've been thinking about it. You told me that's what you were doing yesterday with your off day, right, Dave? Huh?
I hit a wall yesterday that was just unbelievable.
Good breaking ball.
Let's go out to dinner. No, I'm not going to make it. And this is at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I think you were with a lot of guys last night that felt the same way. Coming off of that long road trip.
Iannetta took a called third strike his first time. Felix trying to get out of the 4th. Mariners have managed just 1 hit off of Garrett Richards. Check swing. They got a piece of Henry Blanco.
There you go. 21 pitches in this inning. He had to throw 28 pitches in the second. So 73 pitches overall for Felix working in the 4th. That's too many.
Two pitch with 2 out and a man at third. Full count. 5 strikeouts, no walks given up by Felix. On deck hitters Grant Green, the second baseman. Three and 2 pitch. Lost him. First walk. Runners at the corners for Green with 2 outs.
Green was a strikeout victim his first time up. A wild pitch that ricocheted off of Blanco into the seat, so he was able to reach on a wild pitch after the strikeout.
So Felix, the number 3 pitcher in the American League in ERA behind Corona and Sanchez. Look at the starter comparison. Really using out here off the bat of Green. Strike 1. Felix 3rd in innings pitched behind Masterson and Shields. Among the leaders, he's in the top 10 winning percentage as well with a 12-6 record. He's got Green 0-2.
About here is you have a hitter that is 0-2. He's going to have a defensive swing, and there's a big hole on the right side of the infield. Typically in this situation they're going to be late, especially on the fastball.
Set up outside is Blanco and fouls it off. Rangers winners tonight. They beat the White Sox in Chicago 11-5. Chris Archer beat the Yankees 7-2, 3rd time as a rookie. He's beaten the Yankees this year. Houston 12-4 over Toronto.
Oakland loses in Baltimore 9-7. So now a 3.5 game lead for the Rangers.
Oof. Look at our Land Rover scores in the American League West. So Felix ahead of Green 0-2.
This next pitch will be 80 for Felix.
And we're only in the 4th.
Yeah. Throwing a lot of strikes, 52 strikes. But again, the Angels pesky tonight, fouling off a lot of pitches.
He's got a good count here, 1-2. Green, second baseman, batting in the 8-hole. 1-2, swing and a miss, got him. Strikeout number 6. He's had to work hard through 4, trailing 2-0. Coming up for the Mariners, Seager, Morales, and Ibanez. Ferris wheel just off of 99. Hey kids, add a Kyle Seager t-shirt to your back to school wardrobe. They're free to all youngsters 14 and under this coming Sunday as part of Boeing Salute the Kids Day. For tickets to see the Angels and the Mariners pick up this great tee, have your mom or dad visit mariners.com. Sounds like the old Soupy sales bit. Go to mom and dad's wallet, and the pictures, those green things with the man's faces on them, send them to me.
Well, the Mariners looking for some offense. Good opportunity. Yeah, good opportunity for him. Seager, Morales, and Ibanez here at the top of the 4th inning. Felix, again, if you missed it, a 2-run home run in the 2nd inning, and that's been all the scoring tonight. The Mariners haven't had anything going against Richards at all. Leadoff single by Brad Miller, and that has been it.
Yeah, hit the walk to Ibanez, the only 2 runners, base runners. Seager hit a ball to straightaway center field and deep, and it took Borges up against the wall, and he made the catch. Richards has been a long sit. Felix has been laboring up around 80 pitches through 4 innings.
Look at him overall, 40 pitches, 23 strikes, 17 balls. That's not good as far as splits go. Only 3 first pitch strikes out of the 12 batters, but he's had tremendous movement and a really good curveball tonight, and he's quickly behind Kyle. So the Mariners had a tough time squaring him up.
Seager way ahead here, 3-0. Strike. Richards in his last 5 starts, 1-1 record with 3 no decisions. 3-1. Strike 2. Seager thought he had a free pass.
That didn't have to be. Borderline, top of the strike zone. You can see on our EQC trace with that pitch right at the top, maybe catching a piece of it. Still a good fastball from Richards. He's been 94 to 96 miles an hour tonight.
Three-two pitch. Strike 3 called. Wow, 1 out. 3rd strikeout for Richards. Here's Tom Glasgow.
Dave, thanks so much. Hey, everybody, we want you to take a look at what is coming your way. Take a look at that. That is a custom limited edition bat autographed by Ken Griffey Jr. It's available online. The bat will be the same size, color, and style Jr. used during his career. Constructed of solid wood, includes Ken's authentic signature on the barrel. 1,000 bats have been produced. Cost is $250, with all proceeds going to the Ken Griffey Jr. Family Endowment for Pediatric Cancer Research at Seattle Children's Hospital. Guys, what do you say we chip in? I'll put the first $5 down.
There you go. Worthy cause. Worthy cause. All right, Tom, good to have you with us. 0-1 to Morales. 1 hopper. Trumbo will take it. Quick 2 outs.
Another thing in this game, after the first inning, Saunders a fly out and Seager a fly out. Since then, it's either been a strikeout or everything on the ground. And one of the things we talked about, as you can see with Richards, 46 pitches overall, that heavy sinker keeping the ball down.
Here's Ibanez, walked on a 3-2 pitch leading off the 2nd. He's the Mariners' 2nd base runner. Brad Miller got the Mariners going with a base hit to left to start the ball game. Angels lead on a 2nd inning, 2-run homer by 3rd baseman Chris Nelson. A journeyman who started the season in Colorado, went to the Yankees, now with the Angels. One to 1 to Raul. Two and 1. Thunderous first half of the season for Raul Ibanez. He's cooled off. He did homer 8 days ago.
There's a good hack. He had a pitch up in the zone. We were talking about Richards and sinking his fastball, keeping it down. There was one elevated, and Raul tried to lose it. Good aggressive swing as he fouls it straight back. Take a look at this swing by Raul. Not looking for a single on that one. Couple of outs, trying to get the Mariners back in this.
2 outs and a 2-2 count. Going back is Ibar. Coming in, Borges calls him off. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, go the Mariners. That's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row retired by Garrett Richardson. This 2-0 lead. The 3 in this weekend series, a short homestand for the Mariners. 3 games against the Angels, the Texas Rangers follow, and then the Mariners are back on the road at Houston, at Kansas City. Peter Borges going to lead off against Felix here in the 5th, followed by J.B. Shuck and Eric Ibar. 9-1-2. Felix throwing a lot of pitches. He struck out 6, walked 1. Congratulations to the Seahawks. They go 3-0 in the preseason. 17-10 win at Green Bay. 0-2 to Peter Borges.
Felix looks like he's going to his breaking ball a little bit more. His changeup has been up tonight. That was a pitch. It looked like it was the changeup that was hit out of the ballpark. Chris Nelson hitting that pitch out for his 3rd home run of the year, and more breaking balls. There's another one.
Boy, he's wearing Henry out tonight.
Sometimes you're better off just going with what you have instead of fighting yourself, you know. I tell you that all the time. If you're going to fade it today, just fade it. Don't quit trying to draw it.
Cut! Daggone it! Cut!
Go with it. That's
good looking pitch. He knew it. That is strikeout number 7 for Felix. He got back-to-back strikeouts. Let's revisit AT&T trivia question. Gaylord Perry, he got run how many times? I went with 1. The fans went with 2. Mike went with 2. I had 1. Survey says indeed it was 1 with the Mariners. Davey Phillips got him. 7th inning in Boston. August 20, on this day in 1982. Career start number 655.
That's amazing.
It really is. It picked up career victory number 300 earlier in that season. So you watch old timers games, or even just watching highlights, and you catch highlights online or on TV, and it just, you sit there and go, man, he got run once. That's it. Unbelievable. The other, here's the 0-2. Inside the other favorite moment. Remember when the late Joe Niekro got caught and he was pulling stuff out of his bed. The file comes out of his back pocket. Hey, I
don't think you're getting away with that today. Things have changed quite a bit. I don't think that you'd be able to do that. Especially, I think with Gaylord, just surprised that managers can constantly check, you know, where the players check.
I mean, the game would last 5 hours, I guess, if you every time he touched it.
I hear you,
but if that's what it took. Until two, he would make use of that rosin bag, and a lot of times, it's like he was playing Gunsmoke if he'd throw a ball up there. 3-2. Swing and a miss. The 3 consecutive strikeouts for Felix gives him 8 on the ball game. 2 down here in the 5th.
And there's a good changeup. You can see the downward movement on that changeup. It's a hard changeup at 89 miles an hour. A tremendous movement, well located. I wonder what that was like as an infielder.
Yeah, good. Right, because you go to grab it.
Yeah, you know, you're talking about the spitter where
Yeah.
well, a lot of those guys would put Vaseline on it. And all of a sudden you're going to throw that thing across the infield.
First baseman, boy, he could be in for a long day.
Yeah.
Because you're over at third and you're trying to get rid of it. And even if you get on top of the ball, that thing could do anything, right?
Yeah, oh, sure. That's why he's putting it on there.
1-1.
Next time we see Julio Cruz at the ballpark, we should ask
Yeah,
him.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Cruz. 1-1 to Ibar. Center field. Backing up Saunders. Felix has a nice inning there. There's 1, 2, 3, a couple of strikeouts and a flyout. Let's see if they can get him some runs. 2-0 Angels. Sports being brought to you by Linwood Honda. Experience the difference. By BNSF Railway, the engine that connects us. And by Pizza Hut, making it great. Say hello to all the folks up in the Sky City restaurant in the Space Needle watching us as they have some dinner. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Aaron is down 2-0 on a 2-run homer. Chris Nelson. The Angels back in the second inning. See if Smoke can get something going. Smoke, Chavez, and Ackley 6, 7, and 8. Smoke struck out his first time. Richards has retired the last 9 men that he's faced. He struck out 3, walked 1. High fly ball towards the line. Hamilton giving chase. Reaches back and makes a catch. Check in with Tom Glasgow.
All right, Dave, thanks so much from the Ford Sports Desk. Let's take you down to Tropicana Field. The Rays and the Yankees going head-to-head in Tampa, living large on the long ball tonight. Third inning, Evan Longoria with the home run. Next batter up to the dish, Matt Joyce. Saw what Longoria did, thought it was a pretty darn good idea, so he did it as well. The Rays hit 4 home runs tonight. They beat the Yankees 7-2.
Chris Archer throwing a good game there. Thank you, Tom. Take a look at the American League East standings. Red Sox battling the Dodgers right now. Dodgers 2-0 in the 6th. Rays a half out. Orioles, Yankees, and Blue Jays. Chavez fouls one back, 1-1. India strikeout victim his first time. Check swing, foul ball. Happy youngster there. And he chops one down to Nelson. Scooped by Trumbo. Nice play at both ends. 2 down.
Wasn't sure he had the handle on that. I thought maybe he'd throw it away. Good pick by Trumbo at first. It was in the dirt.
It's 11 in a row retired by Garrett Richards.
Take a look at it again. Backhanded play. And a good scoop by Trumbo. It's a big target over at first base with Trumbo there.
Ackley a ground out to second. Everything you talked about in the setup about this kid Richards has come true.
Yeah, he's really thrown well tonight. Again, his fastball has been 94 to 96. Good movement on it, trying to keep the ball down. A great curveball tonight. Mariners had a tough time with that curveball. And a lot of ground ball outs.
Richards comes in with a record of 3-5, a 4.24 ERA. His 10th start of the season. There's a base hit, second of the night for the Mariners. First since the leadoff hit by Brad Miller in the first. Ends a run of 11 consecutive retired.
We'll take a look at Dustin Ackley and his swing. It's been much more aggressive lately, and it served him well. His batting average continues to climb up there. Good look from our McDonald's Supermo in the swing by Dustin Ackley. A base hit the other way.
Ground ball to Ibar. Throw across. Nice pick by Trumbo. Saves Ibar. That'll do it for the Mariners. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. Through 5, 2-0 Angels. Nelson hit a 2-run homer in the second inning. We check out today's whiff, brought to you by Head & Shoulders with a hint of Old Spice. 8 Ks so far for Felix.
Yeah, Felix, the Angels have really made him work. He's had to throw a lot of pitches, but he does have the 8 strikeouts. Made one mistake to Chris Nelson for the 2-run home run. Felix has had a good breaking ball tonight. I think his fastball has been good also. There's another curveball, but he's had to go to the breaking ball early on. He didn't quite have his changeup, but now it looks like he has that pitch too. He's found it. So he's really shut the Angels down since that home run.
Season best 12 strikeouts. That was against Detroit back in April. Since then, he's twice hit 11, once against Pittsburgh and once against Minnesota. Career best 13 strikeouts. He's done that 3 times last June, most recently against Boston. The dangerous Mike Trout, 1-1.
I think it'll be interesting to watch Trout. He's hitting 3rd in the lineup. Pujols going on the DL. Kendrick is out. Callejo is gone. I wouldn't be surprised if Trout ends up staying in that 3 spot for the rest of his career.
I could see it.
The only thing about it is you want to get him as many at-bats as possible, and so leading off wasn't too bad. But I think the way that he's been swinging it and the numbers he puts up, his RBI total really jumped for him.
You mentioned top 10 in 19 offensive categories.
Yeah, it comes into the game hitting .333 with 21 home runs and 78 RBIs.
Number 2 hitter in the league starting tonight behind Cabrera. Felix gets him for strikeout number 9.
And Trout's gone down twice, and another good breaking ball from Felix. He's gone to his curveball quite a bit tonight, and he has a good one. Normally he would go to the changeup, but here's another curveball. We'll bring up Hamilton. Hamilton's having a good night. He's 2 for 2 and has scored a run. Had a double his last time up to left field.
Hamilton a good night against Felix. 2 for 2 with a run scored. Came in a 143 career hitter against Felix. 1-1.
100 pitches for Felix. This will probably be his last inning.
Got him to chase 1-2.
Yeah, he's found the changeup. He's thrown him 2 of them. The last one running off the plate away, and Hamilton chasing it. They're looking for number 9.
1-2 to Hamilton. Strike 3 called. There's number 9. Got him looking. Back-to-back Ks for Felix. 3 of the last 4. And 4 of the last 5 hitters.
And after a couple of change-ups, he comes back with a good fastball, paints the inside corner.
There he goes. It's August 2005 strikeouts. That's their debut. Felix right there at the top of the list. It's a pretty good pitching staff. Sabathia, Verlander, Aaron, Lincecum.
Win some games.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. Back-to-back strikeouts. 3 of the last 4, 4 of the last 5, and 5 of the last 6. That'll work. Trumbo swings and misses. 1-1.
They're going to get some action out in the bullpen. Carter Capps.
The 1-1 to Trumbo. Backing up Saunders. Nice easy swing, and look at the carry on this thing. My goodness. Well tracked by Michael Saunders. An appreciative Felix Hernandez leaves the mound after 6, down 2-0. Mariners on the top of the order. When we get back, Miller, Saunders, and Seager. 0 lead. First of 3 here at Safeco Field. 21,616 on hand as we check out our money tree. In-time play, and indeed this was in time. Nice, easy, powerful swing by Trumbo, and Mark sends it all the way back to the wall where Michael Saunders makes a nice catch. Felix with 10 strikeouts. 25th career 10-plus strikeout game for Felix's 4th this season, and Felix always one of the first to give kudos and attaboys to his defenders. Felix done his job. He's kept it close, and he very well may be done for the evening. Just up over 100 pitches. Top of the order, Brad Miller. Miller, Saunders, and Seager. Brad with a single to center. He got robbed of extra bases by the third baseman, Chris Nelson. Here's another base hit for Brad Miller. Solid single to get things started. Tom Glasgow, what's new?
All right, Dave, let's talk a little football from the Ford Sports Desk. Friday night football, Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, preseason game number 3 for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson handing it off to the second-round draft choice out of Texas A&M. Christine Michael takes it to the house, 43 yards for the touchdown. He had 97 yards rushing on the night. Seahawks get the victory 17-10. We send it back upstairs.
All righty, Tom, thank you very much. Good for Pete Carroll and the boys. 3-0 in preseason. Here's Michael Saunders, 0 for 2 tonight. Fouls one back. He represents the tying run.
Good situation for the Mariners here with Miller, that leadoff base hit. Get Richards back in the stretch, see if he can make a few mistakes out of the windup. He has been awfully tough, and now that he's in the stretch with nobody out, I'd like to take advantage of that. Giving up a lot of ground balls tonight, so maybe one of them will work its way through the right side. You can see the hole over on the right side with Trumbo having to hold Miller on.
Miller good speed at first. 0-1 here to Saunders.
A couple of pitches inside for Michael to pull, fouls him off.
Slaps it left field. Here comes Hamilton. Right there.
Kyle, what did he do to get into one? He was able to chase Borges up against the fence his first time up. Deep fly ball to center field. Borges catching it up against the fence. See if he can get something to pull. Maybe hit in the seats and tie this thing up. You can see the pitches in his last at bat. Last at bat, he ended up going out first, but a good sinker right there at the bottom of the strike zone.
Strike one to Kyle. Only scoring in the ball game. Second inning, man aboard Chris Nelson and a 2-run homer. Third baseman for the Angels. Miller holds down at first. 1-1 to Kyle Seager. Seager with his 0 for 2 tonight. 6 for 13 against Garrett Richards.
A couple of high strikes tonight that have been called on Kyle. Looks like he wasn't happy about it. That first pitch strike that was called looked like it was borderline on the plate away. Wow.
That is some pick by Iannetta. 2-1.
I'll give him some credit on the pick, but sometimes, Dave, you just throw that glove out there and hope for the best. You take a look at this ball is a fastball in front of the plate, out in front of the plate.
He did just the opposite of what Ray Fosse was talking about the other day. We had that long conversation about catching. He made you're right. He made the play. This one popped up foul.
And that was the pitch that Kyle was waiting for. It's 95 miles an hour. Richards still throwing hard, but it was middle in. That's a pitch that he can drive, and he missed it. Had a good swing at it. Iannetta, veteran catcher, talking to Richards, saying, let's not make a mistake in there.
Right.
Getting later in the game, so he's going to make sure that Richards understands that. And Richards been effective, really throwing that fastball off the outside corner to the lefties.
Big story tonight, the return of that man, the skipper, Eric Wedge. Missed about a month. Robbie Thompson did a terrific job running the ball club, he and the coaching staff. Mariners coming off a 5-4 road trip. Jeff Datz on the left. You got Carl Willis on the right. One out, Miller at first, a good runner. And Seager's worked the count full. Henrys Morales is on deck. He's 0 for 2. Just the hole Mike was talking about with Trumbo holding the runner. Yeah, you saw that.
I think Trumbo was ready for 98.
Handcuffed him big time. Got on him in a hurry, didn't it?
He did. And sometimes you can, when you get it and you turn around and you spin like that, Trumbo's looking up into the seats and it's tough to pick it up.
3-2. Miller holds, and Seager takes ball 4. So there's a threat building by the Mariners. That is the second walk issued by Richards. 2 on, 1 out. Let's take a look at the Mariner calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. 2 more with the Angels. Then those Texas Rangers come in, the first place team in the American League West. Then more American League West action back in Texas. Our last visit to Houston. Be 4 games there and then 4 games in Kansas City. Brings up Morales, and he represents the go-ahead run. Strike 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Angels. They've left 3. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Mariners. They've left 3 men on. They have 2 on right now.
Well, to give you an idea how good Richards has been, Brad Miller now at second base. First time the Mariners have had a runner in scoring position. They're in the 6th inning here.
Up the middle, Ibar right at the back. Step, throw, double play. And that'll do it. Through 6. Angels 2-0. Sports is brought to you by Puget Sound Acura Dealers. Visit your Puget Sound Acura dealers to test drive the extremely new MDX. A beautiful Friday night. Good crowd, 21,616 on hand here. Felix Hernandez talking to his skipper who just came back. And here's a look at what Felix did here tonight.
6 innings pitched for Felix. Only gave up 3 hits. Unfortunately, one of them was a home run, a 2-run home run. So both runs were earned. 1 walk, 10 strikeouts for Felix. He threw 104 pitches, 68 of those for strikes. Carter Capps will take over on the mound. The hard-throwing right-hander. 39 appearances on the year for Carter. ERA 6.07, high ERA for Carter Capps. 48 strikeouts, though, over the 43 innings. Carter fastball will be in the mid to upper 90s. Slider and occasional changeup. First hitter will be Chris Nelson, the one that hit the 2-run home run off of Felix.
Nelson 1 for 2. Second time up, he grounded out the second. Two-two pitch as we take a look at a Columbia Bank difference in the game. 2-2 pitch hit here by Nelson.
Now off-speed pitch. It was in the middle of the plate, about knee high. And he drives it in the back of the Angels bullpen.
It's out of play, 0-2.
Carter feels good and loose. 98 miles an hour on that last fastball.
Jack down to first. Ron Culpa said he did not go. 1-2. Smoke will take a look at it. Best comeback.
It'll be interesting for Carter Capps and see what he comes up with over the course of the winter. Again, he's a young pitcher. He has a great arm. Hard to see him make a lot of adjustments, but he struggled this year mostly against left-handed hitters. And be curious to see what kind of off-speed pitch he comes up with to go with that great fastball.
Seager throws out Nelson. Come down here in the 7th. Spend a summer evening here at Safeco Field, where you're bound to catch an exciting game, a beautiful sunset, all at a great price. Join the Mariners for the next Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package night. It's coming up Monday, 7:10 start time against the Rangers. Each member of your family can pick up a view-level seat for only $10. So pick up your tickets for an affordable summer fun night. Log on to mariners.com/specials. Chris Iannetta, the catcher. Swings through, strike 1. You're talking about left-handers are hitting .357 against Carter Capps. You're going to find that extra pitch.
Well, he has started to go with a changeup, and it's an important pitch for him because you're not always going to have the overpowering fastball and 96 to 98 fastball, which Carter has tonight. And I know when we were on the road trip, I was talking to Carl Willis about Carter. And they're going to do some things with him, see what he's comfortable with. But he said that he's still learning how basically to throw his bullpens on the road trip. He said he had a bullpen. They wanted him to throw it about 75% so that he could get work in. And he said Carter, all year, every time the ball comes out of his hand, it's in the mid-90s. And he said you can't max out all the time. And he was thrilled. He and Jamie Navarro. Jamie has been working with him also, and just thrilled with the fact that he was able to have a bullpen where he could go about 75%. So he's a work in progress, but he has big time arm.
Right-handers hitting .278 against Carter. 1-2. 97 on that one. 2-2. Just run a full count. Dodgers 2-0 over the Red Sox in LA. That's in the 8th inning. On deck, Grant Green. Iannetta took a called third strike and walked tonight. And he strikes him out. Blanco holds on. 2 down.
Well, he goes right at him just with a good fastball off the outside corner to get the swing and a miss. Again, Carter tonight overpowering with his fastball. He has a good one.
2 outs, nobody on for Grant Green. Struck out looking and swinging. First time that strikeout was, he reached on a strikeout wild pitch by Felix Hernandez. That was in the 2nd inning.
That was a good slider. Get a first pitch strike.
Ball and 2 strikes. Curtis Capps with an opportunity to put Grant Green away. Total of 6 hits in this ball game. 3 for the Angels and 3 for the Mariners. Capps 1 and 2. Breaking ball missed. Two and 2. Just out of the reach of smoke down the line. Chavez coming up throwing. It will not be in time. A double by Grant Green, his 3rd of the season. Came over at the end of July in a trade with Oakland for Alberto Callaspo.
You can see on our EQC tracer the location of that pitch at 98. That's a good pitch from Carter. A little bit of a defensive swing by Green, which is what you would expect. You look at our McDonald Supermo and ends up with a double down the line with 2 outs.
Peter Borges 0 for 2. Sent Raul to the wall in left field. And took a called third strike from Felix in the 5th. Green could smile about it. Dino Ebel, the third base coach. Ackley couldn't get there in time. Strike 1 to Borges.
Mariners outfield playing straight away with Borges.
Pitch at 96.
Now with a couple of strikes and as hard as Carter is throwing, Michael Saunders taking a couple more steps towards right field.
Gorgeous batting in the 9-hole. Caps would love to get him right here. 0-2. And he does. Couple of strikeouts for Carter Capps. That's 12 strikeouts of Angels by Mariner pitching tonight. So we go to the 7th inning stretch here at Safeco Field. Mariners need some runs. Ibanez, Smoking Chavez coming up. Lottery. Last year, Washington's lottery turned 28.6 million Washingtonians into winning heirs. They can do the same for you thanks to Washington's lottery. Winning heirs are made daily. Good to see all these baseball fans back here in the building. The Mariners back home after a 9-game road trip. They went 5-4. Eric Wedge back, managing the ball club. And a reminder that this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. They have Eric Wedge trying to will his team back into this, baby, down 2-0. Chris Nelson hit a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning, and Wedge will send up Ibanez, Smoke, and Chavez 5, 6, and 7. Against Garrett Richards, who's thrown a heck of a ball game. He struck out 3, walked 2, and benefited from a double play to get out of the 6th. Raul tonight will walk and fly to center.
He has been really good tonight. Again, constantly keeping the ball on the ground. Good sinker tonight. Mariners with just one chance with a runner in scoring position. That came last inning. Red Miller led the inning off with a hit, and then there was a walk to Kyle Seager. Morales hit into a double play to end the inning, so the Mariners haven't had any opportunities to drive in runs tonight off of Richards.
Three 0 to Raul. Raul walked his first time up.
He's been efficient. Next pitch will be 80 for him. Working here in the 7th.
Takes a strike, 3-1. Popped up on a play. Three-two to Raul. Slow breaking ball got him looking. That is the 4th strikeout, 2nd looking tonight for Richards. Here's Tom Glasgow.
Dave, thanks so much from the Ford Sports Desk. Let's get you an injury update on Mariners' first-round draft choice, DJ Peterson, playing at AAA Clinton last night. Well, he got hit right in the face with a pitch. He had surgery today. That pitch fractured part of his jaw. Peterson hitting .303 this summer, 13 home runs, 55 games between Everett and Clinton. We wish him the best moving forward.
Oh boy. Hated to read that the other day.
Yeah, not good news. And all I kept thinking about was visualizing that pitch that hit Jason Hayward. Similar thing in his jaw, ended up ending his season. He ended up having surgery also. So hopefully he can get back batter's box quickly.
Here's Smoke. Takes pitch up high, 2-0. That will get through. A base hit for Smoke on a 2-0 pitch. Last time the Angels were in town, the Mariners swept them 8-3, 6-0, and 4-3 back in mid-July.
Aggressive swing by Justin, which is what you want to see, but it's another ground ball. This one finds a hole for McDonald Supermo, and the swing by Justin Smoke, 2-0 count.
Brings up Endy Chavez, strikeout victim, and he grounded out in the 5th. Endy the tying run here. In at third on the grass is Martin. Here's the second baseman, Green, taking right to the bag. Goodness gracious. Right to the bag. Second time they've had a double play right around second base. That made it quite easy. 2-0 Angels. You bet. Thumbs up. Good to have Eric Wedge back here with the Mariners, a month away. Minor stroke, change of lifestyle for him. Great to have him back. Top of the order here for the Angels in the 8th, a 2-0 lead on Chris Nelson's second inning 2-run homer. J.B. Shuck looks at ball 1-1. Top of the order, Shuck, Ibar, and Trout.
Oliver Perez getting loose in the pen now for the Mariners. There's a good changeup from Carter. Just take a look at Oliver Perez getting loose. Probably getting him ready for Hamilton. After Hamilton, a bunch of right-handed hitters again.
Ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. J.B. Shuck having a good rookie year, hitting .291 entering tonight's game. 1-2. Struck him out. Carter Capps' 3rd strikeout. 3 of the 5 that he's faced, he's K'd.
We haven't seen this good a fastball from Carter in quite a while. He's 98 miles an hour tonight. Lately, it seems like his fastball has been 94, 95, which is still good, but he has a dominant fastball on this one. We'll take a look at this fastball from Carter. Anything that's above the belt, they're going to have a tough time catching up to it. So a good pitch from Carter.
Ibar takes pitch outside. Kyle Seager in on the grass at 3rd. Seager takes a look. Doesn't come back. 1-1. Felix Hernandez started for the Mariners, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, and 10 strikeouts. Carter Capps in his 2nd inning of work. He's already recorded 3 strikeouts, giving up just 1 hit.
Left-handed hitters, it looks like he's trying to mix in his changeup a little bit more. His changeup is 87, 88 miles an hour. Missed with that one.
Comes a 2-1 pitch. Turns on it down in the corner. Foul ball. Ibar got some speed. 21 doubles. He's got 3 triples.
For the Mariners in the top, or the bottom of the 8th inning, it'll be Ackley, Blanco, and then Miller. Looking for pinch hitters. Moore's probably your best bet to walk into one tonight. And Ryan on the bench, Quintero, Franklin, but he has the stitches in his knee, so I'm sure that he's not available.
Two and 2 here to Ibar. Do it again. On-deck hitter is Mike Trout. Two. Way outside, full count. Capps has given up 1 hit, a double down the right field line with 2 outs in the 7th to Grant Green. Trout's on deck. He's 0 for 3, having struck out twice at the hands of Felix Hernandez. Here's a 3-2 to Ibar. Oh, he swung and fouled off ball 4.
You just don't have a lot of time with the fastball that Carter has tonight. This pitch is down in the zone, but you have to get the bat started early if you want to catch up to the fastball. Yeah, it was a little bit down, chased it.
Cap's ready with the 3-2. Fly ball left center field. Saunders calling off Ibanez. The Condor makes the catch. 2 outs here in the 8th. Join us this weekend for the final Coors Light Silver Bullet Saturday on the 24th. First 200 fans who enter the pen for early happy hour at the Rail Bar receive a free Silver Bullet Saturday t-shirt. Gets you extended happy hour pricing until first pitch. Plus, if you catch a specially marked Coors Light baseball during Mariners BP, you win tickets to an upcoming game, so don't miss all the action as the Mariners take on these Angels. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Here's Mike Trout. 8-game hitting streak on the line. He's grounded out to short and struck out twice swinging. Two 2-0.
34 pitches for Carter, 22 strikes. This is probably going to be his last hitter. Again, Oliver Perez getting loose in the bullpen. You have Hamilton waiting on deck, the left-handed hitter, and Hamilton with a couple of hits in this one. I'm sure that's the reason why Perez was getting loose. Another good fastball from Carter. Oliver is ready to go.
Two and two. Caps with a chance to end it right here. 2 and 2. Right down to Smoke, easy play. Trout 0 for 4. Angels go 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. 2-0. Ackley coming up, followed by Blanco and Brad Miller. Mariners need a couple of runs to tie it here. 3 to take the lead. On Root Sports, being brought to you by CenturyLink. Your link to what's next by Auburn Volkswagen, Das Auto, and by Jack in the Box. Go big at participating Jack in the Box with Jack's really big chicken sandwich combos for only $3.99 plus tax. 2-0 Angels on a second inning 2-run homer by third baseman Chris Nelson. New right fielder is Cole Calhoun. He takes over for J.B. Shuck. If the Mariners comeback starts right here with Dustin Ackley, 1 for 2. It's down low. Iannetta held it there for a long time. Ball 1.
It's a borderline pitch down. Nobody throwing in the Angels bullpen. And for Richards, this will be his 88th pitch of the game.
Strike 1 to Ackley.
I think Mike Scioscia right now, he would just assume see Richards finish this inning, they can turn it over to Frieri.
Richards has 1 complete game, 1 of the 3 recorded by the Angels this season. Oh, and it hit him on a line drive. Ibar release got him.
That's
oh,
a bad
man.
break for the Mariners.
We said it during the break the last time. Ibar's always in the middle of something, whether it be his bat or his glove, and you hope Richards is okay because that ball was a rocket. 1-6-3 on the put out.
I thought it hit him in the back. Maybe it didn't get him on the elbow, his throwing arm. So Dustin Ackley, he's been swinging the bat well. Squared up a fastball. Take a look at this last pitch. Oh, it's a curveball right off of the elbow. Yeah, and that's going to be it for him.
He threw a terrific game. Tough break for young Garrett Richards.
Well, they're bringing a reliever. He'll get as much time as he needs to get loose.
We'll take a break. Be back at you at Safeco Field in a moment. To the starter, Garrett Richards, new reliever coming in. First, let me tell you, here's the injury right here. Well, the performance by Mr. Richards, I should say, he was outstanding this evening.
And you're seeing a lot of curveballs from him. Had a good sinking fastball and a lot of curveballs. You take a look at Carter Capps with the strikeout, but Richards dominant game. And this is the pitch right here. Dustin Ackley lining it off of his elbow. Unfortunate for Dustin that it actually deflected right to Ibar, the shortstop, so he was thrown out. But for Richards tonight, 7 1/3, 4 hits, did not give up a run. A couple of walks, 4 strikeouts, 89 pitches for him. And take a look at Dane De La Rosa, hard-throwing right-hander. 58 appearances on the year for him, a 3.55 ERA. Opponent's average 239 against him. He's given up 3 home runs. And he will get as much time as he needs to get loose. And again, they had nobody throwing in the bullpen.
And with that in mind, let's send it over to Tom Glasgow with some things happening in and around baseball in the world of sports.
All right, David, we will do it from the Ford Sports Desk. In fact, why don't we check in on the AL West leading Texas Rangers in Chicago tonight to take on the White Sox. Now, in this game, Texas hitting 5 home runs, but not every home run went over the fence. That's Ian Kinsler down the left field line. Now, this is going to be a double, right? Where's the baseball? Looks like he's looking for a oil leak under his car. Kinsler with the inside the park home run, and the Rangers go on to the 11-5 victory with Oakland losing tonight. The Rangers lead in the AL West 3.5 games. Not sure about that call. The outfielder clearly, guys, indicating it should be a ground rule double, but it goes Kinsler's way. He gets the inside the park home run.
Replay is coming. Replay is coming. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, Tom, thank you very much. Dane De La Rosa, 8 innings of work against the Mariners earlier this season, a 3.38 ERA. Gets as much time as he needs. MLB.com, MLB.tv is going to celebrate 11 years. Catch the rest of the 2013 season in HD quality. Watch every out-of-market game live on more than 350 mobile and connected devices. Visit MLB.tv today. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. Good crowd in the pen here at Safeco Field. De La Rosa.
Well, Mariners not able to do much with Richards, so hopefully they'll have better luck against De La Rosa. Again, hard-throwing right-hander. Good fastball, slider, changeup. First batter will be Henry Blanco, number 9 here. Then you get back to the top of the order and Brad Miller.
Blanco steps in, 1 out. So he faces 6'7", 245-pound Dane De La Rosa. Ball 1. De La Rosa, 30 years old. In March was traded by the Rays to the Angels for Steve Geltz. There's the high strike. 3rd year in the bigs for De La Rosa with Tampa Bay. 7 games 2 years ago. No record. 5 games last year, no record. 5-1 here with the Angels. 1-1. Drops in a curve. Mariners having all kinds of trouble scratching out a run here tonight. 1-2. Popped up. Second baseman Green calls everybody off. 2 down.
I'll bring up Brad Miller. Brad, one of the few Mariners having a good night tonight. He is 2 for 3. Both of his hits have been leadoff hits, but hasn't been able to get past second base yet tonight.
Brad looks at ball 1. 2-hit night for him. 2 for 3. Single to center, single to right. Robbed of a base hit by Nelson in the 3rd.
Richards are calling it a right forearm contusion. I would say as hard as that ball was hit, that's fortunate.
Thank goodness it missed his elbow. All 2 strikes to Brad. So right forearm contusion for Garrett Richards. It's a fine ball game. One-two here to Miller. Knock him out. Iannetta can't find it. Here's a throw down the first. Just got him. Strikeout 2-3. 3rd out. We're through 8. Mariners down 2-0. Ninth here at Safeco Field. A reminder, get downtown from the airport for only $2.75 on Sound Transit's Link Light Rail. See how easy it is at soundtransit.org. Oliver Perez taking over on the mound for the Mariners, and boy, he's looking for a bounce back performance. Mikey got lit up last Saturday. That was in Texas. Once he went 2/3 of an inning, 5 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks and a strikeout.
I'll be curious to see what kind of stuff he has. I thought that you're talking about that outing in Texas for Oliver. He did not have the normal fastball. He was 91, 92, and his slider was flat. And it looks like nobody else throwing in the pen, so maybe Eric Wedge is going to give him an inning to try to work things out. Hopefully he'll have a better fastball, but you can see his ERA was over 4, so it's been going up here in the second half of the season.
Yeah, he definitely was way off in velocity, and the control wasn't there.
And then what happens is he's been around long enough. He knows that he doesn't have the good fastball. You start to overthrow, trying to reach back and find it, and then all of a sudden you're in the middle of the plate, and that's when you get hit. So hopefully a better outcome tonight.
Here in the ninth, Josh Hamilton, Mark Trumbo, Chris Nelson. Big breaking ball, slicing drive, deep left center field, but going back to Banez, he's there. 1 out in the ninth. There's summer fun to be had here at Safeco Field with KeyBank's run around the bases. Join us at every Sunday home game this summer where all kids 14 and under. You'll be invited down on the field for post game to leg one out around the infield just like your favorite Mariners. Next event's coming up Sunday against the Angels, 1:10 start time. For tickets to join in on all this fun, log on to Mariners.com.
Yeah, it looks like Ernesto Frieri getting loose in the Angels pen to pitch the ninth.
On 1 to Trumbo. Fouled out to Smoke, strikeout, and sent Saunders to the wall in center field.
There's a look at the Angels closer out in the pen.
Frieri of 26 saves.
Trumbo not happy about that. Oliver quick pitching him. You see him do that plenty.
We've delighted in a quick pitch on occasion during the course of the summer. A.J. Griffin did it a couple of days ago. Quick pitch a couple of guys. He's right-hander. Two and two, breaking ball strikes out Trumbo, 2 outs.
It looks like his slider has a little more bite to it tonight. Take a look at it as Trumbo will swing right over the top of it, trying to get it to his back foot. Well located slider. Bring up Chris Nelson. He is the hitting star of this game tonight. A 2-run home run, and that has been it for both clubs.
2 runs, 4 hits for the Angels. No runs, 4 hits for the Mariners. Strike 1.
And it looks like Oliver has a better fastball tonight too. So it's good to see.
He's ahead 0-2. Perez ready, 0-2. Chris Nelson, 2 out, nobody on. Did not go. This is Ron Kulpa, 1-2. Perez ready, quick pitch him, pitch outside. He uses every trick in the book, doesn't he?
He did. He might have rushed himself right there because there wasn't much to that slider he just threw up there. A little spinner off the plate away.
Two. Strike 3 call. Nice work, Oliver Perez. Good bounce back from a performance in Texas last week. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th. Down 2. Michael Saunders will lead it off, followed by Kyle Seager and Kendrys Morales. Couple of bloops and a blast. We're out of here. Down a 2 spot. And a reminder, don't miss the final midweek Mariners matinee of the season. It's coming up Wednesday. The Mariners will host the Texas Rangers, 12:40 start time. It's your last chance to skip work for a meeting with Felix Raul, the Mariners, here at Safeco Field. Grab a seat now at mariners.com. Got an old timer on Mariner Vision.
He's working it.
He is. Got his hat on backwards and everything. It looks like he's about a spry 85. Gotta like it. Ernesto Frieri out of Boulevard, Colombia. He's a tough one. He's a top 10 save artist in the American League.
26 saves for him over the 52 appearances this year. 76 strikeouts in just 52 innings. So he'll go right at you with a good fastball. Opponent's average 222. He's given up 8 home runs this year. He'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Mariners due up. You can see what he's done in his career against the Mariners. They haven't had much luck against him at all. A 0.55 ERA in 15 games.
This year, he's 3 for 3 in save ops against the Mariners. 5 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit.
Well, hopefully Michael Saunders get things going for the Mariners. Michael 0 for 3 tonight.
Saunders, Seager, Morales, 2, 3, and 4 here in the 9th. The only run scoring tonight, Chris Nelson, a 2-run homer off of Felix Hernandez back in the 2nd inning. Ball 1 to Saunders, a fly to left. Ground out the first and soft line drive to left. And at third is Nelson in on the grass. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. Behind Frieri, you got Hamilton, Borges, and Calhoun in the outfield. Nelson, Ibar, Green, and Trumbo in the infield with Iannetta behind the plate. Frieri has been in a little bit of a slump. Saunders swings through. He's failed to convert 3 of his last 4 save opportunities.
Well, he has a good fastball. You can see that last one at 95 miles an hour. And he throws it quite a bit. Not much movement to it. It's just a matter of you get the timing of it. The thing that we've seen from him is his fastball explosive in the hitting area. He can throw it by people.
1-2 to Saunders. Takes him off the outside corner, 2-2. Seager hit a ball to the wall in center field. And other than that, in terms of scoring opportunities, that's pretty much it for the Mariners tonight. 2-2 the count here. It's to Saunders. Takes it for ball 3, full count.
Maybe a break for Michael. That looked like a good pitch in the middle of the plate. Pitch was called down for a ball. Now you can see it on our EQC tracer.
Payoff pitch here to Saunders from Frieri. Struck him out, 1 down.
Then a look at our McDonald's Supermo and the swing by Michael Saunders. Another fastball. It's 94 miles an hour on the outside corner. Showing the 15 games that he's pitched against the Mariners, and he primarily just goes with his fastball and jumps on the hitters right in front of home plate. They're used to seeing 93 to 95, but he has a little extra hop to it.
Ooh, strike 1 caught by Chris Guccione. Right on the edge there. Pitch runs outside. Frieri coming over from San Diego. May of last year to the Angels. Both 2 for Kyle with a walk. One and 2. Mariners have not had a multi-hit inning. Angels have had 1. That was the 2nd inning. They got the single and the home run. One-two to Seager. Upstairs, 2-2. Chris Nelson, 3rd home run of the season. He started with Colorado, went to the Yankees, and now with Callaspo having been traded to Oakland, playing 3rd pretty much every day for the Angels. 2-2. Fights one off.
And so far, again, 5 pitches to Kyle, 4 of them fastballs. He missed with a changeup. The last 3 fastballs have been up in the zone. A little bit tougher to get on top of that and line it out somewhere. Chris Iannetta wanting to throw another fastball. It looked like Frieri wanted to go back to the changeup.
Mariners have got 1 runner to second base. That was Miller in the 2nd inning. Base hit and a walk. Pitch to Seager. Fouled off again. Seager, Miller getting to second base in the 6th inning. He got a base hit to right and a walk to Seager got him second base. That's it. Mike Scioscia's ball club's been struggling. Mike Butcher, the pitching coach. Two pitch to Seager. Breaking ball struck him out. 2 down.
Well, here you go. After all those fastballs, he comes back with a changeup, leaves it in the middle of the plate, but Kyle misses it, just 88 miles an hour. Good battle, though. 7 pitches.
Former Angel Kendrys Morales 0 for 3. Two out, nobody on. 0-1 to Morales. That's out of play. 0-2. Two. Base hit up the middle by Kendrys Morales. Bring the tying run to the plate in the person of Raul Ibanez.
Ibanez, the Mariners' home run leader with 25 home runs. See if Raul can catch up to a fastball from Frieri. Morales was able to do it. It was a high fastball, but he gets on top of it and lines it into center field. His first base hit of the game. Good look from our McDonald Supermo. How hard he had to fight to get on top of that fastball.
The Mariners still alive here. 2 out, 1 on. Here in the 9th. There's your home run swing.
Well, he goes after this fastball. Throws it by him. A little bit late on that fastball.
Morales at first, they're not holding him. 0-1. Hit hard, but foul. Raul trying to keep the game going here. Justin Smoke on deck. He's in an 0-2 hole. There's a pitch from Frieri. Struck him out, and that's the ball game. Angels end a 4-game losing streak and spoil the return of Mariners manager Eric Wedge with a 2-0 win thanks to Chris Nelson's 2-run homer in the second and some really good pitching.
Well, Felix, start with Felix. Felix pitched well tonight. Gave up the 2 runs. It was a 2-run home run. Give the Angels credit, though. They made him work hard to get through the 6th inning. They turned over to the bullpen, where the bullpen's pitched well, trying to give the Mariners a chance to get back into it, but not much offense. Just 5 hits and no runs for the Mariners, so they'll have to get their offense turned around tomorrow against former Mariner Jason Vargas.
So Felix takes the loss. Richards gets the win, and Frieri continues his dominance of the Mariners. That's game 1 of this 3-game series in a 6-game homestand. Let's send you out to center field. Brett Adam and Bill Kruger.
Well, Dave, Mike, thank you very much. Not the way you want to start